Touchback.
Richmond.
Now a first down throw, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Reset.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on second is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
So the good thing is, still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Cody Latimer now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Check.
A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley.
Whoosh.
Still going. They can't stop him. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Manning now to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Sharice Wright can do no wrong there, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Throwing is Manning on third down. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. J.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Texans is Tyler Ervin. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, here's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Come back, come back.
From the gun on third, Watson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On first down, it's Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Watson in the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Open space inside. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, with Barkley, you touched on it a little bit ago about them needing big gains from him to take pressure off Eli. He did have 106 yards in his NFL debut.
And what I think fans will take home with them, that home run play that he made, right? Where I thought it was blocked pretty well initially, and then he used those powerful legs to step through a couple of tackles, get to the sideline, and then the acceleration. Whoosh! 68-yard touchdown. Giants fans expect to see plenty more of that in 2018.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. On first and 10, here's Manning. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down. Now a play fake. Manning looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return here is stopped at the 30. 5-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. On the stop, it's Sharice Wright. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Able to push his way through. Open man right side is Ingram. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Out of the gun, Lauletta. And this is Latimer, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. On 1st and 10, Lauletta. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's got room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Lauletta from the 50. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Christian Covington with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Lauletta. They are going for it. It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's a give to Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Lauletta. And that is incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Down! Back 22! Back 22!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. He spins free. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Down! Green the line! Green the line!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 36. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Olivier Vernon in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Underneath for Miller. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Come back.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. To throw is Watson. Operating from the gun. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Black 22. Black 22. Reset.
Here's Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans are in for 6.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Important extra point up and through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe
Super toe.
They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time. Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
He's back to throw. Being chased out left. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
He'll look to throw, and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And now out comes Houston. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And some space here. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is taken at his 4. Room here to run. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent return to start overtime. So do they get crazy and attack the end zone and try and get the 6 points to end the game? Or do you just play it to where you kick the field goal and put the game in the hands of your defense?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Detroit! Detroit!
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's Riley Dixon now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And now out comes Houston. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
Hey, who ready? Who ready?
They begin with a run by Miller. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Come back, come back!
Now Watson, his first throw of OT. Caught left side Hopkins. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On first down, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Richmond! Come back!
To throw on second is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken around the 12. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And the Giants ready to come out now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A first down carry for Barkley. And some room to maneuver. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lauletta to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. But hang on, a flag is down. Now if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime, then it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water.